what's up? My name is Nick, and it's time for a Fursuit Maker Review, episode 1. I'm so excited to do this. So, this is my first one, and it might be a little choppy until I figure out a good method for doing this, so be sure to jot down some critiques in the comments down below for me. I'm going to talk about one of my personal favorites from Instagram, Alecrim. They formerly worked under the name Cute Kaiju, and they've made about 6 absolutely eye-catching suits in about a year and a half. They're located in Brazil and assumably ship worldwide. They don't work with anyone under 18, so do keep that in mind if you do want to commission them. But you'll have to check out their terms of service for any other specifics if you do plan on commissioning. One thing I will always appreciate is when someone learns their style and absolutely just runs with it. Over time, every maker should want to figure out what encapsulates them, whether it's a theme, a color, or heck, even a fruit. With this maker, they've clearly got an interesting and alternative theme that completely enthralls me. It's eye-catching, but it's not super overt. I can't exactly describe it other than soft boy steampunk, but I think that's right. I'm going with it. First, I want to talk about their website. When I first found their website, I was actually floored, like legitimately floored. I've never seen a website so cohesive and well managed. It's interactive and it's adorable. I love it so much. So from the simply bubbly animation you get to when the characters pop up to the adorable art that accompanies everything, it's really good inspiration if you want to know what you need for a solid business practice. I know I sound like I'm gushing, but being someone who's heavily into marketing management, I cannot help but find these fascinating for the time, effort, and the team communication these projects really do take. So I hope they know I appreciate that. From their first suit to their latest, you can see their style has actually just amplified itself. There was no guesswork involved. They knew what they wanted from the get-go. Their most recent fursuit, Spike, is a perfect example of their style and their quality. This suit has it all. Hoof paws, an adjustable tongue, crisp airbrushing, starry eyes, which is absolutely my favorite thing ever. The wings that come with it are also a beautiful velvet to match the other accessories, so whoever got the suit actually really lucked out. Each suit is guaranteed with authenticity, warranty documents, a reference sheet, care guide, and a kit, and a badge with whatever name you would like to name your cute little suit. Their artistic liberator suits also come with all of that and more, so do check out their website, because on it, you will also learn that tails that come with it are also double as props, because they put like the meat on the background, and I think that's really neat. But also, all their suits start from the ground up, meaning they will sooner handcraft and hand paint custom horns for your suit rather than using a reusable mold. The absolute dedication that goes into them is really something I do appreciate. Over time, most makers kind of get the idea of like same face syndrome, and that's something that we will talk about in a future video, but with this suit maker, that I don't even think is a possibility because every single suit is so different from the next one. My favorite suit by them is definitely the Ferret Kaiju. I love this suit so much. Their eye shape and expression of their fursuits is one I've never actually come across, but it's one I've absolutely grown obsessed with. They made it quite some time ago, but I also really admire their affinity for making 5-fingered hand paws. Most makers kind of shy away from them, but because they kind of like look a little awkward if you don't do it just right. It looks like one of your paws is growing like an extra lump instead of having a thumb, but they actually made a perfect hand paw style that I love it. I love the beans. They're so plush. But the tail also has hidden pockets, which I will always gush over hidden pockets because I have so much junk. Like, I'm gonna find my keys in my tail and be like, I'll just keep that there for safekeeping. The tuning eyes coupled with the semi-realistic color combos is also incredibly striking and attention-grabbing, so this suit will catch my eye if I ever see it, and I will take all the pictures and get all the hugs. What I want to see from them, honestly, this suit team looks like they're ready to tackle anything. It's so rare to see a maker not only go against the grain in what species they're willing to make, but also do it so effortlessly and out of the box and have their style down pat. If there is any species by them I'd want to see, it'd probably be a possum. And given their current style and professionalism and everything about that, I really might have to, put my savings away and not touch them and put them in a little lockbox and throw that in the ocean so I don't buy that suit. But on to the next one. Possum. Geez, I hope that's how you pronounce it. I've never seen a fursuit maker that makes such radiant eyes. Eyes are, of course, one of the most important part of a fursuit, and I absolutely adore the sparkle that comes with every single set. So Possum is actually one I found through Fursuit Maker Facebook, I think, and then I found through one of their other sites on like Insta, I believe. They're a U.S. maker based in Colorado and have breathtaking art as well as having a well-rounded amount of species that they've created. They're a U.S. maker based in Colorado and have breathtaking art on top of a well-rounded amount of like species that they've created, which is really cool. One of my favorite aspects of the suit is not only their affinity for making hybrids and incredibly dynamic suits, but also the implementation of a lot of alternative materials that are really considered uncommon or even up and coming. For instance, pinata suits. Yeah, you heard me right. Pinata suits are actually a type of commission that they offer. So just like this one, they're accented by pieces of felt on the head and body parts. I've quite literally never seen this done ever. But this has got to be one of my favorite non-fur additions to a suit, and it's so creative. And they're probably the first ever to really think of it. So I definitely have to give props where props are due. They currently also offer plush style paws with most of their partials, meaning that the toes aren't opposable, but simply for looks. These are my favorite style of paws, not only to look at and adore, but also to make. But I stopped making them for commission reasons. We'll say that. But this maker takes up to 8 commissions at a time and are generally always open for quotes and commissions. Turnaround time for a pre-made is 1 to 2 weeks, while they're more intricate with commissions and take upwards of 2 months for a commission, which is still crazy fast turnaround, with the added guarantee that you're for sure going to be getting what you want. So from start to finish, these bases are made using, of course, high density upholstery foam, and many of the eyes are coated in like a glitter shine to them. Each one is complemented by a giant and expressive eyes and adorable toothy grin or scowl. I don't know if it's airbrushing or what, but this suit has got one of the most adorable and well implemented freckles that I've ever seen on a suit. With most makers, they shy away from small and intricate markings as they're harder to put in and pattern, but I adore the hyper toony exaggeration of features, and that's something we see with most of their suits. Their heads are also very large, so I imagine you get a very good amount of ventilation. To date, they've also made wolves, puppies, cats, dragons, foxes, bunnies, a saber, and a few of their own original species, so I'm sure this maker will not shy away from any unique species you're going to bring to them. I also asked them what their fursuit goals was, and they said to make jaws drop. Something that people say, man, I wish I thought of that. Needless to say, I think they've already nailed it, so they're going to have to really dream bigger than that. One thing I want to see from this maker is I want to see larger paws. I fell in love with their art style and suit style, especially with how closely they complement each other. So I would love to see them take it one step further and really show off those big meaty backers. Like the plush style paws that they have are pretty close, but I don't think I've seen a maker pull it off where they have extremely large paws like they're shown in their art. So that's something that I would personally really enjoy seeing. If they do, if they don't, whatever. But I want something that I can knock someone absolutely out with, or knock out on. But that's just my spicy hot take, and I'd love to hear your guys' opinions down in the comments below. What do you think of these two amazing makers? Have you heard of them before? And any critiques that you have for my editing process, diction, or content? And if you want to be part of the editing process, get the inside scoop, I have a Discord where I spill all my top secrets for fursuit making, and any plans I have for any upcoming videos. I find it much easier than talking to 20 different people on the same topics. I love hearing what you guys have to say on the wacky stuff that I end up doing. Be sure to follow them on their social media in the links down below. Otherwise, this video will have literally been for naught. And this concludes episode 1 of Fursuit Maker Review, and I will see you next time.